Hi everybody, welcome to Saturday Live at the Backyard Bird Center. Carrie's manning the camera today. We're
Novice.
Novice, there you go. Welcome to the Saturday Live. We've had a lot of questions this week about how do we prevent birds from tossing so much seed out of the feeders. And I've helped a couple of people with that. And I thought, you know what, that really is a good topic. You know, why do birds do that? And how do we slow that down or prevent that from happening? So we've got a few tips for you. But first off, why do they do it? Yeah, well, like you and I, birds have different tastes. Some birds don't like certain seeds. Even within the same species of birds, one bird may not like the same seed that another bird does within the same species. One year I had a red-bellied woodpecker who fed all winter on nothing but the safflower feeder. I don't think I've ever seen a woodpecker on my safflower feeder, but this one winter, this one red-bellied woodpecker fed on safflower. So it's hard to explain. You can't say always, I've heard said it a million times. Never say never and never say always when you're talking about wild animals. So, but we go with what we know and what the trends are. And so first and foremost, buy quality birdseed. So I know I've done entire programs about that, and I talk about it all the time. But quality birdseed, meaning if you buy a bag of birdseed that has a lot of junk fillers in it, meaning milo and oats and cracked corn and things like that in it, that we know from many, many tests that have been done, many, many studies that are way, way down on seed preference lists for birds. They're not even seeds. Most of those are grains. And they don't attract the better birds, the birds you want at your bird feeders. So those get tossed out of the way by certain birds, and then the blackbirds and the sparrows who do like grains, they'll toss the good seed out of the way to get to those junk fillers. So first and foremost, avoid buying junk bird seed, and that will slow down and eliminate a lot of tossing right off the bat. So that's one. And buy quality bird seed. And again, I've talked about how there is a difference in black oil sunflower, and when different buyers buy seed, they have standards that they go by, and the black oil that we sell, they have at Des Moines Feed has a very high standard, and they make sure that when they buy a load of black oil sunflower, that the sunflower seeds have hearts in them, and they're full and they're heavy, and so it's worth the bird to actually crack open and eat. So if you buy cheap bird seed and stuff that isn't as good at quality, and you watch a bird pick up that black oil sunflower and then throw it to the side, and pick it up and throw it to the side, they know that inside that hull it's not worth their time to crack it open because it's not full or it's not a heart in there. So again, buy quality bird seed, helps there. But one of the big dilemmas that comes up is, do I feed mixed bird seed, or do I feed, they can avoid it by just feeding one kind of bird seed? So do I just feed black oil sunflower, or do I feed a good quality mix like Boardwalk Blend? And that is a dilemma within that, because you're going to get some of that tossing no matter what. It's kind of like the buffet line. Some people will really like the different choices they have, but some people only want to eat the fried chicken, so they're going to move stuff out of the way. So a good quality seed mix is wonderful, and you can do that. One theory is to buy a good quality seed mix and feed it in a couple of different bird feeders, and that takes care of everybody. Some people believe in the theory of, I have one feeder for black oil, one feeder for safflower, one feeder for fine chips, one feeder for peanuts, and they have several different feeders, but that also eliminates tossing, because the birds that like that kind of seed will concentrate on that feeder, and that's certainly a viable method to use. Some people don't have that much space for that many different feeders, so mixes work for it. So a good quality mix, like Boardwalk Blend, you can see the different shades of color in there. You're going to get a little bit of tossing with it, but because it's not filled with junk fillers, it's not going to be bad. So you've reduced your tossing and moving stuff out of the way by using the quality seed mix. Now, one last one that has gained a lot of popularity, and that is feeding with seed blocks. This is a very clean method of feeding that's held together with pectin, and the birds can't toss the seed out of the way. They just peck the seed off of the seed blocks. This has become increasingly popular in the last several years because it is such a clean method of bird feeding. You know, we have different blocks, and we even have solo blocks like safflower seed to battle the starlings and blackbirds. But we also have seed mixes as well. But they can't toss it. So another clean method of feeding birds. So tossing can be an issue, but you can avoid it by, you know, I say good quality seed mixes, and also in the seed block world. So thanks for the idea for the program. Send in ideas for future ones. Give us a like, share the programs if you will. Give us a good review on Facebook and Google. That always helps us out. Until then, come by and let's talk birds.
2, 1.
Would you like to learn more about wild birds? You might want to hit that subscribe button.